Here are my key takeaways for the 2025 Grammy Awards. Now listen, for a real long time, I loved me some Aubrey Graham. But I cannot tell you the laughter that erupted from my belly. Okay, a good gut soul laugh when he walked away with all of these awards for a diss track and the entire Grammy floor singing his song. Hang it up. Drake, hang it up. I would just go, so I would change my name. I would deport myself and change my name. Because what? Congrats to Kendrick. Don't allow anybody to project any stereotypes on you. Doechii came through with the speech, just making sure that we know there is room for you at this table. You belong here. And I just love that for us. Joining Cardi B and Lauryn Hill as the only women in Grammy's history to win Best Album of the Year. Like, to be in this lineup, I love this. I love this. I'm so inspired. Now, it's all fun and games when Kanye West is running into his own arms and refuses to record because there's a bee in the studio. But, like, he clearly has not been all the way there since his mom passed. And I know that grief is a real thing because I struggle with it too. But, baby, something is happening. And we need to come together. Y'all praying. Y'all talking to, you know what I'm saying? You praying for real. Pray for him. Pray for Bianca. Pray for his kids. It's just, there's something not right about this whole thing. And yeah. Now, baby, this pissed me off, okay? First of all, if you are going to be on the Grammys red carpet, have your phone out, do your homework, be prepared, and if you're not prepared, get prepared on the spot. You know, you look up, so it's too much technology for us to not be prepared. You were talking to the babyface, and even if you weren't, yelling over him is not okay. That's just rude. Now, Babyface handled this with grace and a moment's laugh for him saying, go do that then. Because that was funny. Now, you could very clearly see somebody tapping Krista on the shoulder like, hey, get Chappelle. We need to do an interview. And I understand that. You have a job to do. So I don't necessarily know what was said to her. Obviously, only she knows, and maybe Leslie or whatever. But at the end of the day, if there are cameras on you, you have to do better than that. Like, there's a better way than to just blurt out somebody else's name in the middle of an interview, especially with the legend. Now, for those of y'all who was in the comment sections talk about who is Babyface, 13-time Grammy award-winning recording artist, songwriter, producer, one of the most celebrated creatives in music history. Y'all, Google is free. Just do some research. And even if he wasn't all of that, he's a human being. Don't cut somebody off in the middle of a live interview, and act like what? My genuine hope is that she learns from this and hopefully can do better in the future. Speaking of Chappelle Roan, 2 labels at the Grammy. We got you, but do you got us? And respect to that. Record labels need to treat their artists as valuable employees with a livable wage, health insurance, and protection. And I love her so much for saying this. As someone who graduated with their degree in the music business and understanding the ins and outs of these major music conglomerates, they do not treat artists well and haven't for a very long time. And so shout out to her. She was named in one of the articles I was reading the best new advocate for artist rights. And yes, here for it, celebrating for her. And of course, congrats for Best New Artist win. DEI is not a threat, it's a gift. Powerful words from Alicia Keys, and this illustration is from my dear friend Thaddeus Coates, also known as Hippie Potter. Speaking of Alicia Keys, Taylor Swift dancing with Alicia Keys' son Genesis all night was the cutest thing and honestly tickled me. Second to last most notable moment for me from the Grammys this year, Beyonce literally walking in moments before she wins. And this face, okay? Now listen, don't y'all come for me. Beyonce is many things, many wonderful things, but an actress, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, this is genuine. Y'all talk about, so she knew she faked. This is not. I've seen her act. This is for real. This is real, bae. And I love that for her. I love that for all the memes to come. Bring them on. I'm enjoying them already. Now, before I get into the actual moment and what I enjoyed about it, I do want to address some of these comments because, like, y'all, read. Just go on to the website, understand how the Grammys work. So it is a peer voted award. Literally all of the members are required to vote, and you can only vote in a category that you are an expert in. Voters can only vote in their areas of expertise. Voters must vote based on quality, not sales, chart performance, or personal relationships. Voters cannot accept gifts. Like, real talk, some of y'all are some amazing writers because y'all are coming up with all the best dramas and stories to write about this woman winning this award. Like, calm down. I think my favorite part about this moment is how much she enjoys sharing this with her daughter. Blue Ivy has overcome so much at such a young age to be able to withstand so many negative comments. As a teenager, I would have folded. I would have crumbled a long time ago. Y'all would have never saw me again. Ever. At her age, it's crazy. And so for her to be able to learn the hard work, learn the tough skin, be rewarded for it in the process, I'm happy for them. And it's this: because of Beyonce and Cowboy Carter, Shabuzi has a Grammy. Tanner Adele, Brittany Spencer, Tierra Kennedy, Raina Roberts, Willie Jones, Linda Martin. I mean, so many people. She was so inclusive in highlighting not only other artists, but the culture. Like, y'all, I don't understand what this hate is. You may not like her music, and that's fine. You don't have to like her music, but you cannot deny from a technical standpoint that this woman has consistently evolved and grown as an artist over decades. She does not reproduce old music. She constantly challenges herself and bends the rules and the lines of what you're supposed to fit into in a box as an artist. She constantly shows up, and she shows up in excellence. She don't show up late for shows. She is well prepared. She not forgetting words. I mean, she shows up and the mic is on. Like, this was a great moment for Black history. Honestly, this one is a win for culture. Whether you like it or not, it's a win for culture. It is a win for history. More people have been exposed to and challenged to research what our history is in this industry, in this genre, and in just being a cowboy in general. Like, I'm here for it, and I'm grateful for it. Now, my absolute favorite thing about the Grammys was the involvement and the honoring of the firefighters, the first responders. I have been out here for a month now, and just experiencing how these people pull together and they fight and they rebuild, and they truly do have a special community out here. There are a lot of weird things that you hear about LA, and a lot of them are true. But when it comes to this kind of tragedy, you really see so many people and their heart, the heart of this city, the heart of this community, all of Southern California, people just pulling together and reaching out for one another and helping each other. It's been such a blessing. So thank you to all of the first responders, everybody who has poured in and helped and are continuing to help. It's a beautiful thing to see. And I'm so glad that they included this and made the Grammys, centered around pulling this together, because music is universal. Music does pull people together and it challenges people, and I think that that's a great representation of this. So those are my takeaways. What do y'all think?